These are creepy TikToks that will make you rethink your whole reality.
While this photo looks like it's some prop from Halloween, it's an actual living two-headed dog that was created in 1959 by a mad Soviet scientist. He managed to create a two-headed dog that could smell, move, see, hear, and even bark.
Dressed up as a Wonder Woman for what seems like a convention in Japan, she encounters a few unpleasant individuals before being chased by a man with a katana.
Why is he following us? Let's go this way.
He died in a helicopter crash in 2020. If you look closely, you can see they noted a crown tattoo on Kobe's shoulder.
I'm back, it's your boy FITCI to the E, and today we're looking at this compilation together, so grab your water, your popcorn, your fruit snacks, whatever you want. Just remember to subscribe, like the video so it gets pushed to more people, and if you like the chain and bracelet, check the link down below.
Normal looking photos that have a disturbing backstory. Part 26.
Shoot.
While this photo looks like it's some prop from Halloween, it's an actual living two-headed dog that was created in 1959 by a mad Soviet scientist. He managed to create a two-headed dog that could smell, move, see, hear, and even bark. While this appears to be an ordinary doll, it belongs to a Russian scholar, Anatoly Moskvin, who was arrested in 2011 for having the mummified remains of young girls in his apartment. Police found 26 of these dolls in his home. On Christmas Day in 1929, Charlie Lawson would murder his wife, 6 of his 7 children, and take his own life. This photo shows a nice large family vacationing in Sweden in the 70s. The kid in the brown shirt, however, is a 14-year-old boy named Osama. Years later, Osama bin Laden founded the pan-Islamic militant group Al-Qaeda and was responsible for the 9/11 attacks.
Not gonna lie, that two-headed dog one and the doll that got stuffed with kids' bodies, like, what are you doing, bro?
Disturbing things caught on camera. Jen Berari and her family lived peacefully in an isolated barn house until they started noticing strange things. One night, Jen claims that she saw a white figure coming out of the pond. The next morning she heard an unusual banging coming from her living room. To add to that, she saw a mysterious dark figure reflecting on her TV, but what happened after that will creep you out. Take a look.
Guys, I wanted to show you the fucking pond, but please tell me you see that. There's something. It looks like the old man is coming out. I see.
Follow if you saw it.
If I was her and this is consistently happening, I would just moved straight up. I'm like, yo, I'm not with all this. I'm trying to live peacefully with my kids and family. An interview with a serial killer.
Is she a friend? She was, until she started stealing stuff out of the house. I asked her, why are you stealing? And she said, needed money. And I said, you have a bank account. I was paying her $4.25 an hour just to clean the apartment.
What?
So she was thieving from you?
She was taken from me and my wife, Rose.
Does that warrant killing her?
Huh?
Does that warrant killing her?
Well, to me it did.
Is that right?
Yo, that's absurd.
So I went back to clean up.
She was found with her head removed.
That's right.
What?
How did that happen?
Easy, just pick it up and move it.
What, you just pull the head off?
Yeah, it was already off. You know, we spent a day down Turning Point Park, you know, feeding the ducks and walking around, and we were making out. And then she just flipped, you know, jumped up, says, I'm going to scream, I'm going to tell the cops. I just snapped her.
What?
Snapped her neck. Stayed there all day until dark. Then split her open from her neck to her groin. I didn't go all the way deep into the stomach area, just split her open. I don't know why.
Yo, he was telling the story so casual. He was like, yeah, you know, I just split her head open, you know, I just cracked her neck, you know, so how did you decapitate? You know, the head was already removed, bro. Like, what are you talking about? So casual with how he was just describing murdering these people. And I'm not gonna lie, $4.25 an hour is garbage. You telling someone to clean your whole apartment for $4? I mean, this is back in the day, but still.
The lizard people might actually be real. It is said that the shape-shifting lizard people have been on Earth since ancient times, coming from the Alpha Draconis star system. They have been working behind the scenes and in the shadows, slowly clawing their way up to the top, with one goal in mind: complete world domination. And conspiracy theorists said they already done it. and already successfully infiltrated world governments, controlling everything from the media to finance. Much evidence has also been brought forward showing these lizard people as celebrities or leaders of countries, reviewing weird eye movements as well as unexplained mannerisms. But the most terrifying thing is that we can't tell who's real or who's not. And if the most prominent people in the world are someone they say they're not, just imagine what they can really do.
Hey man, I would not be surprised if the government is actually ran by reptilians. The only part about it is like, what can we realistically do?
This is the most haunted prison in America, Eastern State Penitentiary. Hundreds of people died here over the years, and this place has an incredibly dark history. Eastern State at the beginning had a good purpose. It wanted to rehabilitate people. That's why some of these cells have skylights. But over the years, a lot of notable criminals paid a visit to Eastern State, including Al Capone, who had this beautiful, luxurious cell. Now, a lot of ghost hunting teams have captured strange things at Eastern State. The TV show Ghost Hunters famously recorded a hooded figure running down one of these passageways. And there are parts of the penitentiary that are still off limits to the public. It's actually interesting because Eastern State was the very first penitentiary in the planet, and it's absolutely massive. This place was once home to murderers, deviants, and now it sits in the heart of Philadelphia, completely abandoned. When Eastern State started, they actually had a silence policy. Employees wore slippers on their feet to avoid making noise. Would you spend the night in this haunted penitentiary alone? Let me know below.
No, I'm not spending no night in no penitentiary. First of all, I didn't do anything. Second of all, I got videos to make. And third of all, it's actually funny how Al Capone's cell, although he's gotten many people killed, he's killed many people, he had a luxurious cell. Funny how that is. Once you're rich and famous, man, the world is kind of your oyster.
Have you done the black-eyed children? No, but technically yes, because I'm doing it right now. If you see children that have black eyes, don't look at them, look away. Don't talk to them. Do whatever you can to stay as far away from them as you possibly can. The black-eyed children is a terrifying urban legend about an evil being that takes on the appearance of children. It's said that the most common types of encounters with black-eyed children are at night when it's dark outside. They might come to your front door, knocking on it, begging to be let in. They might say that they're lost and that they need to come in, or ask if you have a phone that they can use and can they please come in. When you tell the black-eyed children that no, they can't come in, they'll get extremely aggravated. They'll start saying, no, I need to come in. I really, really need to come in. Much like vampires, black-eyed children need permission to come inside. But it's said that if they are given permission to go inside your house, your car, or wherever it is that they're asking you to let them into, nothing good will follow. Do you want to hear about alleged encounters with black?
I mean, you really gotta think about it though. If I'm seeing a kid with black eyes looking at me, looking into my soul like, yo, let me in. I need to come in. I'm not letting that. What? No, you cannot come in.
The unsolved mystery of the smiley face killer. At least 45 deaths of college-aged men have been suspected victims of the smiley face killer.
Oh wow.
However, police and most law enforcement denied the smiley face killer even exists. The theory originated from two New York City police detectives, Kevin Gannon and Anthony Duarte. They realized that the deaths of at least 45 young men by drowning had too many similarities to be unrelated. Nearly all the victims of the supposed smiley face killer were white males in college. The young men would be out with friends, then go missing weeks later. Their bodies would be found by a body of water with a smiley face drawn near the body. There was also a theory that it was a group doing the killings, as it would happen on the same night but different area, all with the signature smiley face. All deaths were written down as accidental drowning, and no further investigations were made. Do you think the smiley face killer is real, or just unfortunate accidents?
What do you guys think? Do you guys think the smiley killer was real, or do you think that was just like accidents? Me personally, in my opinion, if multiple people died and there's a smiley face on them, hey man, that's gotta be someone.
Disturbing things caught by Twitch streamers. Elagato has these creepy encounters often, due to her stream's open and candid nature. While dressed up as a Wonder Woman for what seems like a convention in Japan, she encounters a few unpleasant individuals before being chased by a man with a katana.
Why is he following us? Let's go this way.
Oh, that's scary, bro.
But not before having to seemingly run for their lives for a while. and streaming it all to her followers in the meantime.
That's funny. That guy had no idea that he was probably being broadcasted to hundreds, if not thousands of people. So, yeah. El Bozo in the chat. El Bozo in the chat.
Blood-curdling facts that you wish you never knew. Part 36. Babies bounce. Their bones are so soft that instead of thudding, they actually bounce a little. An Arizona man named Paul Menchaca was arrested after he faked having Down syndrome and hired female caregivers to bathe him and change his dirty diapers. Kids under 5 years old will often try to hide from a fire instead of running, and firefighters find the bodies. Jacqueline Durand was hired to dog sit for a pit bull and German shepherd and was told that they would be in their kennels. However, when she arrived, the dogs immediately attacked her, leaving her with over 800 bite marks.
She looks messed up.
Severe blood loss. If you want to sell your organs on the dark web, you'll get the most money for your small intestine, worth about $800,000. This sketch shows the autopsy report of Kobe Bryant after he died in a helicopter crash in 2020. If you look closely, you can see they noted a crown tattoo on Kobe's shoulder. Makes the whole thing a lot more real.
R.I.P. Kobe, but babies bouncing is crazy. I was just thinking about, yo, if I threw a baby out a window, not saying I would do that, but if I did, he would just bounce?
Human clones might already exist.
Probably.
Okay, so in 1996, Dolly the sheep made headlines around the world after becoming the first mammal to be successfully cloned from an adult cell. This would catalyze a golden age of cloning,
so weird.
With numerous voices speculating that the first human clone must only be a few years away. Many scientists suggested that human clones could play a huge role in eradicating genetic diseases, while others considered that the cloning process could eventually eliminate birth defects and virtually any other problem a human has. However, clones are nowhere to be seen. So, could it be possible that clones are already walking among us with a much bigger purpose than just eradicating diseases? If we cloned a sheep almost 20 years ago, there's no way we can't clone a human nowadays.
100%.
Just think about it.
I was watching a movie called They Cloned Tyrone on Netflix. It was one of the trippiest, but like, I'd say one of the best movies I've ever seen. In my opinion, what they did in that movie, not everything, but in my opinion, some of the things they did in that movie is completely possible in our present day reality. So that to me is absolutely crazy. But anyways, thank you for watching. Check out the next videos. Love you.